Why are you wasting your time doing this show? It's not going to be good.
Hey Sunshine, welcome back to Shine, the show that blends business and life strategies to help you radiate confidence, stand out, and get noticed. In today's episode, I am going to talk about that insidious voice that keeps screaming at us when it really shouldn't, our inner critic that if we got rid of, we would have so much more confidence.
More confidence? Yay!
And if we have so much more confidence, we're able to do those things that help us stand out and get noticed. So let's talk about her. My inner critic often says to me, "You can't pull off that lipstick. You shouldn't wear bold lipsticks. You should only wear nude, everyday, regular colors so that you don't stand out and get noticed." And today I thought to myself, no, I'm not going to listen to you, inner critic. I am going to wear Ofra. I love this color. It's called Wonderland, but my favorite thing about Ofra liquid lipsticks is the smell. It smells like something sweet baking in your kitchen. I can't even tell what it is. Vanilla, butterscotch. It's something just yummy. And I want to wear all their colors really mostly because of the smell. Plus it stays on a really long time. So let's talk about that witch who lives inside of us. She is a real witch, isn't she? She makes you lose confidence right before something important. She stops you from doing things, from joining big things that can improve your life. She stops you. She has the power to stop you from living your dreams. Are we going to let her? Well, often we do. And I want to share with you what works for me and what I've learned over the years, because you need to have more confidence because you are a star, you're great at what you do, and you want more people to know about what you do. But if you have the mindset of you're not enough, which is what our inner voice often tries to convince us of, then you're not going to stand out and get noticed because you think, and it may not be conscious, but you think that you aren't enough, good enough, smart enough, talented enough, young enough, funny enough. Whatever it is, your inner voice is telling you that you're not enough, and she is wrong.
Oh, no. You do not look good in that. Maybe if you lost some weight. Really? We're going to go with that hat? Excuse me? It looks a bit outlandish and silly, don't we think? Um, I'm in the middle of something here.
Oh, good. Now my inner critic has an inner critic. She's not based in fact. She's just criticizing. It's like she's playing devil's advocate, and we need to quiet her down. And there are 3 steps that I've learned that help. Shh. Move her aside. Prove that she's wrong, or at least have you be the stronger voice. She needs to be quieter. Your angel, your confidence needs to be
Be
louder than this inner critic.
confident!
The first thing we need to do to quiet our inner critic is to recognize her. Now, that may seem kind of trite and simple, but it is an important step because we are so used to hearing her speak that we don't even realize it's the critic speaking. It happens so often every day to us that we don't realize that this isn't just truth when we think of something. It's the critic speaking to us. She may be whispering, she may be screaming, but you need to start recognizing when that happens before we can do anything about it. The next thing you want to do once you recognize that your critic has spoken is consider what you would say to a friend if they had this thought. If a friend said to you, "I can't create a podcast. I'm not interesting enough. Or I can't join that gym. I'm too old. What would you say to your friends if they said that to you? Because you are a lot kinder to your friends than you are to yourself. Okay, now that you've said some nice things to yourself, I want you to create a phrase that you can go back to again and again. This can be like your confidence mantra. And this is something that will counteract what the critic says. And I'll give you an example. For me, my inner critic, I recognized, speaks up a lot when I am out in public and there are people around, not necessarily who have anything to do with me, but for example, I'm in a store and I want to try on some lipstick and I'm feeling shy, and my inner critic is like, when you put that on, people are going to think it's ridiculous. People think you're silly. So this inner voice tells me about all the other people and what they're thinking about me. And so my phrase, because I recognize that and I realize it's so not true. I mean, how egotistical of me to think that everyone else in the store is going to turn their heads and think something about me. They're all in there doing their own thing. And that's the truth. So when my critic pops up in my head and says, oh, people are going to think you're ridiculous, I say, they don't care. And they don't care says to me, they're interested in their own stuff. They don't care about me. So the phrase, they don't care, really helps me when I'm out in situations. And it used to be that this inner critic would be screaming and I would give in and not do things that I wanted to do because I felt uncomfortable. But all I need to do is say, they don't care in my head. And I go, all right. They don't care. And I go and I try on as many lipsticks as I want. So what's your phrase? What is it that you can say to shut the critic up, to make her feel ridiculous? 'Cause she should. I mean, we're nice people, but the critic deserves a little shaming, don't you think? So what's your phrase? What can you use if you're recognizing when that critic is coming up? And it comes up often in the same situations for many of us. What can you say back to her to shut her up? I so hope that helps you. Before we go, hop on over to our email list at the link below and join the Shine Squad, because this is where I share some extra tips and resources just for the Shine Squad. Things that help you boost your confidence so that you can shine, because the world is waiting for you. And don't forget to click subscribe so that you don't miss any episodes. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you next time on Shine. Another day. Now what?
You are ridiculous. No one thinks you're good enough. Your web show stinks and your left pinky toe is really hairy. You don't look pretty, you're so lazy, and you're such an airhead. You might as well go back to bed. Yeah! You suck. No, I am not going to listen. I am going to have a wonderful day.